Day 4, we're going to Animal Kingdom. Here's the entrance. You see the dinosaur entrance, the regular animal entrance, and the fantasy entrance with the dragon on it that was never implemented, but darn.
Yeah, I want to get a close-up of the dragon head.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Oh, they have a rainforest cafe over here. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I actually saw the layout of what the park was supposed to look like for that one, and it was cool.
Yeah, sadly something that's probably never going to happen at this point.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely not happening. But it would have been awesome.
All right. All done?
Yep. Wow. It's amazing.
Are those parrots over there?
I don't know.
Yeah, those are parrots. You see them?
I hear them. Oh, yep, I see them. Are they just living there? They're real? Yeah, they're real. Wow.
I like it. I wonder how they keep them in this area.
Yeah, look at that.
Can you zoom in on them? Get some good footage.
Oh, look at that. Wow.
That's pretty awesome. Look at those birds behind them, those weird stork-looking things.
Yep.
So did you see them fly in?
All the way over there?
Look at here.
Oh! After every hour, they come from behind there, just a swarm, and they're flying, and it's beautiful. So,
Wow.
15 after every hour.
Oh, here he comes in.
Is that what keeps them in the area? Or?
Yes, and then she said, I heard her telling us other people that when they're ready to go back, they go back.
Huh.
Wow.
So,
That's crazy.
amazing. It was
Yeah, no fences, no nets, no nothing. The birds just hang out.
So cool.
definitely it's worth seeing.
See the animals in the background? It looks like maybe a caracal back there or something.
What it was?
In the very back there. Oh, no. Maybe a gazelle?
A Giselle? Oh, I see it now.
Uh-huh.
Way in the back.
Those birds are crazy looking.
Way back there. Zoom in right there.
Look at all the little carvings on the tree.
Yeah.
It's so cool. As soon as you're done taping, it's selfie time.
Look at all that.
Honey, you're right.
Yeah, you were walking up there, you just flew over my head.
This is crazy. Those birds are really cool looking.
Yeah. Oh, I kicked it off my hand. Ow. Wow. Hi.
This is so cool. This is no zoom, no nothing. Animals are just hanging out in the water. We got a whole bunch of them taking a nap over there.
What kind of birds are those?
The white ones, they're white ibis. IBIS.
We've been seeing those over in Disney, the other Disney parks over there.
They're all over Florida.
Yeah, we've never been to Florida before, so we got all excited the first time we saw one.
They're one of those birds that are pretty good opportunists. So they find places where food is easy.
Oh yeah, every time we sat down to eat, there they were.
Yep.
We need to wake up.
Boy, this place is pretty amazing.
Yeah, we just started.
There's some kind of something or other back there that's like working on that nest, that giant nest that's on the ground.
There's something over there?
Yeah. Looks like a turkey.
Is that the vulture?
Leopard-faced vulture.
Yeah, that's the vulture. The sign's over there. He's building a nest?
There he is.
On the nest.
Oh, wow. He's doing really well over here.
Oh, he moved. He's going to your side.
I got him. Wow, this is great footage. It's gonna be a good day.
Karen is sticking around.
You can see the two people in blue in the back. There's a path you can walk that gives you a clearer view of that yard.
Wow.
Wow. Is that the female or the male?
Well, working on the nest right now is the female.
Well, I could watch this all day, but we've got a lot of things to do, so moving on. All right, so we just entered Pandora. We've got Shan Shan in line for the Navi River journey, which is supposed to be one of the best rides around here. Basically, we entered the park and ran straight for the line, because I hear the wait time for this one can get pretty bad. So we wanted to get that done right away and hit the shops later. But look at this over here. Wow. Holy cow. I'm guessing we're going in there. Oh, no, those might be bathrooms over there. Looks like it's designed to be like a bunker from the film. When Avatar came out, I said it was World of Warcraft versus Warhammer. I stick by that statement. Although I wouldn't expect to see too much Warhammer stuff here, since this is supposed to be the planet of Pandora. But this area right here, oh my goodness. Look at this. Unbelievable. We've only been in the park for like maybe 20 minutes. We've already seen a whole bunch of cool stuff. It's gonna be a good day. Okay, I'm gonna shoot some more quick footage of Pandora. Everywhere you look, this place is just super awesome. This is another angle from that structure that I filmed earlier. And we have like this native village area. I'm not sure what normally goes on in this area. Sir, are you able to tell me what normally goes on in this area? Is this like a little show or something, or?
No, this is only the drum, you know, for the, I think no show here, no.
Oh, that's
only
cool.
For the, yeah, only for, you know, yeah.
But that's probably not going right now, I would imagine.
Yeah, right
okay,
now.
Yeah. So yeah, apparently you can actually come in here and beat the drums and have some cool things happen up here. Unfortunately, that's not happening right now, obviously. But I mean, if you just look at the ground even, they've added all of these little intricate designs into the ground around here. We just got into the park and it's already a 45-minute wait for the River Pass ride. So unfortunately, that's probably only going to be one that we're riding one time. But look at this. Taking a photo of this just isn't going to show you the vastness of what I'm looking at here. And it goes all the way into the background. I mean, they've made it look like it just goes on forever. What an incredible job they've done with this place. And it goes all the way down. It's going to take us quite a while to explore this area. I have a hunch that we're not going to finish everything today. But we're going to try. We'll see what we can do. We literally got here about 5 minutes after the park opened, so we've got the whole day. But there's a lot to do. Alright, so we're still in line for the river journey. We've probably been in line for about 20 minutes at this point. And we are now indoors, so I wanted to shoot a little bit before we lose too much light. Just showing all the intricate details in here. I mean, look at the ceiling. Not a detail in here. I mean, I thought Galaxy's Edge was detailed. I think this one actually has a boot. Pretty amazing. Everywhere we turn, there's just beautiful scenery going on. Now, I'm going to be filming it as much as I possibly can. Right now we're in line for Flight of Passage. We just got off of the riverboat ride. Shan Shan didn't like it much because there is literally nothing going on in the ride. All it does is immerse you into the land of Pandora, which I thought was fantastic. But from her perspective, it is a little bit boring. The animatronic in there is fantastic. Most people say it is the best animatronic in Disney. I didn't think it was anything, spectacular. I mean, it was great, but it wasn't anything better than some of the other animatronics that we've seen. But yeah, the immersion here is just top-notch, incredible. Okay, we're heading up into the cave for the Flight of Passage ride. There's not even any point in taking photos of this because you can't get it all in one frame. It's just too spectacular. What they've done in this land is absolutely incredible. With the full 360-degree experience here. Absolutely beautiful. What a treat. Alright, we just entered the cave. Now we've got all this to look at. All these intricate drawings. Can't believe what they've done with this place. It is totally blowing me away. The amount of detail in here is amazing. Alright, we're still in line for the Flight of Passage ride, and they've got this mock science lab up here. It's filled with all sorts of cool stuff. The guy in the employee is telling us to hurry up, so I can only film so much. I don't know why we need to hurry up and wait. I mean, we're in line for crying out loud, but that's what he's asking for. I'll just film as much as I can. Got that cool skull in the corner over there that's awesome.
All right, travelers,
All sorts of cool stuff. Look at this.
Guides are directing drivers away.
It does feel like we've been in line for a lot longer than was suggested. But yeah, Cool, cool stuff. Looks like we're about ready to ride. I'll go ahead and cut the film.
For the health and safety of everyone.
Alright, so we just got off of the Flight of Passage ride. And this is the Pandora store that's basically at the ride's exit. Oh my god, that ride. That is my favorite ride of all time that I have ever been on. I mean, you're freaking on... You're on the back of a dragon. That's basically what it comes down to. And the seats are made in such a way that it actually feels like it's breathing and flapping its wings and stuff while you're on it. Oh my god, it was absolutely incredible. I am beyond blown away right now. I don't even know what to say. Just amazing. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Shannon's going to be buying one of those little banshee puppets while we're here. So I'm going to try and get that on video too. But we're definitely going to be getting some souvenirs from this place. Oh man. My mind is just like in shock right now from what I just experienced. It was perfection.
No, it was not.
I have absolutely nothing to say that's negative about that ride. Oh, looks like Shan found some glow-in-the-dark wings. Do they flap? They look like they might flap. There's not like a button or something on the front that makes them flap?
I don't know.
See, they look like they flap.
This is glow. They move.
Here's the ones on the mannequin that are glowing. We'll talk about it when I'm done filming.
Look at that,
I like these sweatshirts that they have here that glow in the dark. So it's an avatar hoodie with the ears and everything. Yeah, we'll be buying some stuff from here. And the backpack. Oh, and you can even get like a little baby avatar to carry around with you. That's cute. And it looks like those glow too. And they've got these cool shirts with the fringe on the bottom of them. And the shirt that makes you look like an avatar. Bows and arrows, drums, knives, all sorts of handy dandy little things. This is actually a pretty good sized store. My mind is just in shock right now. I might be getting this ball cap here. I want some kind of souvenir from this place. I'm just not sure what I'm going to get yet. These statues are also really cool. We won't be getting any of those, obviously, because they're probably really expensive. And we got to find a way to get them home on the plane. Got this painted along the bottom side of the checking counter. And they got some cool tote bags over there. Oh, there's one of the puppets right there that Shan Chan's gonna get. Oh, sorry. These are really cute. These are pets that you carry around.
Yeah, these are fancy too, but they look like chickens. I don't think they're made that well.
Shan likes the wings. We'll see what we can do here. Oh, and they've got tails. If you want a Navi tail, you can get one of those. And they've got little ears. Those are cute. Oh, and this must be the adoption symbol over here. Looks like somebody else is getting one. Wow, look at we've got quite the selection in there. So we'll be going in there in a few minutes. Finish filming the rest of the store first. We got some keychains here. We got the fanny pack. Here's another ball cap. Lots of ball caps and fanny packs and things like that. Oh, they got the little babies over here. These are cute.
I think Dad and Peyton.
And it looks like this is just another checkout counter area. Not seeing anything over there that I haven't already seen. Well, maybe they've got that towel in the back there. I don't see that anywhere else. And then just more figurines. I'm kind of wondering what's in here. This area's roped off, so whatever it is, they're not doing it because of the pandemic. Like some kind of little, might be a pin bag perhaps? Not sure what that is. But it looks like that's about the whole store, so I will go ahead and videotape Shan getting one of her little puppets here in a minute. Okay, so are you doing a demo of the puppet here? Okay.
Open the mouth.
Let me get it from the side here.
Also
Oh, it makes noise too?
They roar, yes, they roar. And now we'll very stimulate. And inside the box, you get a magnet. Like this, goes on your shirt. Then you sit on your shoulder. And you also get a space, goes right here. So you have on your shoulder, you have free. You go around with it on your shoulder, your hand, you have the button.
Oh, got it. Okay, so the controller sits on your belt and the dragon sits on your shoulder. And how much are they?
60.
60.
And then the perch is 25. And the bag is 15. The bag is for smaller kids. It's easy to carry them on.
Oh, so this right here is a separate purchase?
That's in the box.
Okay.
Yeah.
You said the magnets were 15 though.
This is the perch. This is where it sits down when you have it at home.
Okay.
It's got a magnet here that hooks up right here. That's a magnet too. That's going to be 25.
Oh, okay, got it. It's a little bag that the...
That's adorable.
I thought that was a pin bag. I didn't realize it was a banshee bag. Yeah, they've got quite the selection here. It looks like Shan wants this one here. The one in the middle, right?
No, one here, the purple.
Oh, this one?
Purple and blue.
Okay, so this one seems to be her favorite so far. This is probably what we're gonna get. This is a really cool area. It's like you're adopting a pet banshee.
Does it come with the log or is it separate? And it can sit on your shoulder, right?
Looks like they've got several different kinds here. Did you see this one, honey? This one's all purple. You don't like that one?
They sell a bag, but still, these are a little small. The age recommendation is $5.
I wouldn't mind getting one of these for myself, but I don't know what I'd do with it. So Shan and I will just have a group adoption here.
See you want first? Cute.
I'm kind of thinking we need to get the perch too, so that we can have him on display at our house.
I promise to respect and protect the natural world in Pandora and back home on Earth. One more thing you gotta do for me, which means how to put your banshee on a skirt and put him right here. You're going to say, well, nothing. Come here. Because I see you now, but I see you on vision, I see you in one spirit. You can. Congratulations, all right, you're all set. Thank you.
We are now the proud owners of a pet banshee. Okay, so we're almost at the halfway point of our day in Animal Kingdom today. So far, we haven't done a whole lot other than hang out in Pandora. We're about ready to head over to Dinosaur World, and then where are we going after that? Asia?
I believe Asia.
Yeah. Shan is very happy with her little banshee there. That
Yes.
thing was really cool. Let's talk about the rides over there real quick. The river ride. Shan didn't like that one very much.
It was kind of boring.
Yeah, it's basically just a little boat ride through Pandora where nothing happens.
Yep.
I actually really liked it just because it was so immersive. It actually really felt like you were there. The attention to detail in there was amazing. The animation in there was amazing. The animatronic was awesome. However, I mean, a lot of people are saying it's the best one in a Disney park. I didn't think it was any better than any of the other ones we've seen. The ones in the American Adventure were really good. Even the ones we saw the other night with the Country Bears Jamboree or whatever, those were also really good. I mean, I didn't think that the one on the river ride had any kind of leg up on any of those, to be honest. I mean, it's good. It was a great ride, in my opinion. Are we going to go on it again? No, we won't. It was a 45-minute wait. Shan didn't even like it. I enjoyed it, but not enough to wait 50 minutes to go again. The Flight of Passage is a whole nother story.
Amazing.
That is the best ride I've ever been on. Absolutely incredible. Just breathtaking. I wouldn't change a thing about it, and I'm hoping we can go on it a couple more times before we leave. Hopefully at least one more time.
At least one more time.
I have no way of filming it because it's a virtual reality ride.
Yeah, it's all 3D. It would be blurry
you
if we
basically
filmed
just
it.
sit on a chair that kind of moves around. So, I mean, that wouldn't be anything that I could film, unfortunately.
Well, one of the things I thought, though, was that it was going to be a small screen, and it's actually the whole entire wall.
Yeah, it's
really
almost like
immersive.
Soarin'. But you're much closer to the screen, so it feels like it's the same size as Soarin', even though, you know, it's quite a bit smaller. Yeah, it blew me away.
It was amazing.
Absolutely incredible. I'm hoping that we can go on it, you know. I am going to go out on a limb and say that it is my favorite ride at this point, and sadly, we're going to have to come back to Disney World if we want to ride it again. So, probably not going to be happening anytime soon, but yeah. We've got a nice little souvenir of our time in Pandora, and we got the little perch for it too, so we're going to put it on display in our tiny home when we get back, assuming that he survives the plane ride home. His name's Fred, by the way.
It's Fred.
Yeah. Shan did a very good job of picking a nice native-sounding Na'vi name for our new pet. Other than that, yeah, I really think they need to put some kind of Lion King ride into this place because, I mean, that just kind of fits.
There is the Safari.
The Animal Kingdom.
The Safari is the Lion King ride because it's all the animals that are in Lion King.
We're not planning on spending a whole lot of time looking at animals because we can do that at the zoo at home. So we want to kind of
or
do
even
stuff
Wildlife
that's like
Safari that we have near us.
to this Disney World park is where we're going to be spending our time. So. Yeah, I'm really digging it so far. I'm really hoping that we've got some time to get back to Pandora before the end of the day, but we'll see how it goes. So, anyway, closing thoughts? Anything? Good. All right. We will see you guys in a little bit. Okay, so we're in the queue for the dinosaur ride. There's actually kind of like a little museum exhibit going on here. Lots of skeletons and little pieces of fossils and things of that nature. We've also got these cool murals along the wall here. Lots of things like this, like all over the place. A jaw going in the rock there and some things like that. But obviously the star of the show is this huge fossil in the middle of the room here. Apparently it's a Carnotaurus. to. I'm not sure if it's actually from the Disney dinosaur movie or what. It's very nice. I got a pterodactyl over here. And more of this stuff. And this one here. It's very nicely done. So we just got off the dinosaur ride, and this is the shop at the end of the ride. The ride was okay at best. It felt like a cheap knockoff of the Indiana Jones ride. You're in the same Jeep, it moves the same way. It even has the boulder drop at the very end. It's just got a dinosaur's head there instead of the boulder. I mean, if you're a dinosaur fan, I guess it would be okay if you haven't ridden the Indiana Jones ride, because then you don't know how much better the ride can be. But yeah, Shan and I will not be going on this one again. I mean, there is no Indiana Jones ride here at DisneyWorld. So, I mean, that's probably going to be as close as it gets if you want that kind of experience. But due to the difference in theming, obviously it was a little lacking for me. But it was okay, I guess. Some more pins over here. I like to do a documentation of all the pins. Although I'm not seeing anything that we haven't already seen elsewhere. And we got some more over here. All the same stuff.
Not that one.
I've been trying to refrain from filming stores that have the same merchandise as I've already seen in other stores, but since this is the dinosaur store, there is quite a bit in here that hasn't been seen anywhere else in the park. Got some glow-in-the-dark stuff over here. That's basically the Jeep that you're riding in for this thing. It's basically identical to the Indiana Jones Jeep. It's just, like I said, it's just themed a little bit differently. But I guess that's why I just wasn't a fan, because it just makes me miss the Indiana Jones ride. And with the stunt spectacular out of commission, Indiana Jones is pretty much non-existent here. I found a few shirts. I actually bought one, which was an excellent shirt. I happen to be wearing it right now. But, yeah, not a whole lot of indie stuff. Haven't even found any new pins or anything. Shan and I have opted to not get one of these magic bands. If they start using them at Disneyland, we will buy one, because they are pretty cool. You can even make purchases just using the band. It basically doubles as a pass, so they just, instead of scanning your pass, they can scan your band, and instead of getting your credit card out, they can just scan the band. So that's pretty cool. Oh, this is our, oh, okay. Okay, so we just got off of Expedition Everest twice. There was no line, so we went on it twice in like 10 minutes. It was pretty awesome. If you want to see your picture, you got to go to the front, I guess. But normally this would be another good thing for magic bands. You can scan your magic band here and get your picture. So that's kind of cool. This is going to be the store at the end of the ride that we're in right now. Expedition Everest is essentially it's Walt Disney World's answer to Disneyland's Matterhorn. I think I like this one better. Instead of riding in little carts, you're actually in a roller coaster, but it's quite a bit more fast and furious. It's a relatively short ride. It's probably shorter than the Matterhorn is, but I think it's a little bit more exciting. So I prefer this version. Also, you go to the complete top of the mountain. In the Matterhorn, you only kind of sort of go to the top, but not all the way. This one, you actually go all the way to the top. We could see from the top of the mountain, we were able to see both the Pandora world on our right and the Tower of Terror on our left, which isn't even in this park. But I mean, you're able to see like the whole freaking city. So yeah, the view up there was pretty awesome. It's a pretty cool little store. It's very well themed. One thing I would say about Animal Kingdom so far, it is a very nicely themed park, but like Epcot Center, it doesn't feel Disney to me. There's a lot of exciting stuff going on here, but the Disney magic doesn't seem to be here to me. Pandora was incredible, but that's not really a Disney property, so you're not really feeling Disney vibes from it, if you will. So, I mean, that's one of the reasons I was kind of anticipating that based on the research that I've done before we went on this trip. And that is one of the reasons that we only have one day in both Animal Kingdom and Epcot. Because most of the stuff we're only going to be interested in doing one time. I had no idea that the ride at Pandora was going to be my favorite ride. But even knowing what I know now, I would not have dedicated a full extra day just so I could go on that multiple times. And there's too many other things that we want to do. Apparently the Yeti is a pretty hot commodity in Disney World. He's got a lot of his own stuff, his own shirts. And we've seen quite a few people wearing them, along with multiple pins as well.
There we are, right in the front.
Anyway, we'll film a little bit more later. So we didn't want to put a real high priority today on looking at animals, because we can look at animals at the zoo at home. But our zoo does not have Komodo dragons. And we were able to see a Komodo dragon today.
He's sunning himself.
I wouldn't expect him to move too much here. But this guy is probably, I can't see the tip of his tail, but without his tail, he's probably a good 4 feet long. He's a pretty big boy. And he's out today enjoying the sunshine.
Hey!
So, yeah, that's pretty exciting. I've never seen a Komodo dragon before, so yeah, I wanted to seize that experience. Shan hasn't seen one either.
You're pretty.
Do you spend most of your time under the water? They can hold their breath for up to 8 minutes at a time.
Look at him sun themselves.
Looks like there might be some upriver, so we'll keep our eye out for them. Off to the left-hand side here, you'll see a few of the pink-backed pelicans. Pink-backed pelicans are named after the color that their skin turns during mating season. They're also a large colonial bird, so they'll often live in nests with up to 500 birds in one nest.
Wow.
I did see some Nile hippos going upriver here, so keep your eye out for them. Now, even though Nile hippos spend so much time underwater, they don't really swim. They just run or walk along the bottom. So they could be all under over here walking.
Oh, look at him. Wow.
Off to the left-hand side as well, you'll see a few of the Nile crocodiles. Nile crocodiles can grow to be up to 16 feet in length, so they're as long as a giraffe is tall. They use the water and the sunlight to help control their body temperature, but they'll also release heat through their teeth. So if you see them out on the bank with their mouth open, they're actually just doing that in order to cool off. When Nile crocodiles have eggs, they'll roll them around on the ground or in their mouths to help encourage them to hatch. So we're going to be heading out of the Safi River Basin and on towards the savannah. Creatures that live on the savannah do tend to rely on their speed and agility in order to protect themselves. And And just a friendly safety reminder, your face coverings do have to be all the way over your nose and mouth through the entire expedition. Thank you. Now, creatures that live on the savannah do tend to be moving around, so keep your eye out for them. And coming over here on the right-hand side, you're going to see a tree that kind of looks like it's upside down, but it's actually not. It's a baobab tree. Baobab trees are leafless for 9 months out of the year. This helps them retain water and survive long periods of drought.
That was a real tree?
Now, all the animals that live on the savannah will work together to help maintain their landscape. The zebras will trim the grass, the giraffes will trim the trees, and the elephants will knock over those trees and allow for new plant life to grow there. This just helps them maintain the ecosystem in which they live in. As we come down the hill and look across the savannah, just keep in mind that all the animals do tend to migrate and move around, so keep your eye out. You never know what might come running or walking past us. Over on the right-hand side there, do you see a couple of the white-bearded wildebeest? And the white-bearded wildebeest are part of the Great Migration across Africa. They'll actually migrate with numbers up to 1.5 million at a time. Over here on the left-hand side, just kind of behind the den there, looks like they're running this way, is a couple of the painted dogs, or African wild dogs. Now, the painted dogs are actually the most successful predators out in the wild. They have about a 90% success rate. This is because they will chase their prey down to the point of exhaustion, and that's what makes them so very successful. They usually live in packs of about 5 to 15 in each pack, and they have an alpha male as the leader of their group. Wherever he goes, the others will pretty much follow.
One in the front, most of them the alpha
Right here on the
male.
left-hand side, just tucked behind the bushes here, are a couple of the sable antelopes. Sable antelopes have long horns that curve towards their back to help them protect themselves from predators who might prey from above. And they're also the symbol for the Harambe Wildlife Reserve. Off to the left-hand side here as well, you'll see a few more of the white-bearded wildebeest. Now, the white-bearded wildebeest, when their young is born, they can usually run and walk within about 5 to 15 minutes after birth, which is rather quickly. Also, when they go to sleep at night, they'll line up in rows, so that way they'll be able to pop up and run away from predators. Off to the left-hand side here is a couple of the Hartman Mountain zebra. Now, a lot of people ask, are zebras black with white stripes or white with white stripes? Well, the answer lies within their muzzle. They are black with white stripes. When they're born, they'll actually memorize their mother's stripe patterns, and that's how they'll recognize each other. And a group of 2 or more zebras is called a dazzle, so definitely have a dazzle over there on the left. Don't quite have a dazzle up here on the left as well, but it's another Hartman Mountain zebra.
It's going to be on the right.
Now, they have the word mountain in their name because they are mostly found in mountainous areas. They have a smaller hoof that allows them to climb up steep hillsides as well as stand on smaller ledges.
So cool.
I saw a few more creatures across the savannah here, so we're going to head around and see if we can get some closer views.
I can understand now why you never see this on YouTube. This is impossible.
Yeah.
Coming
Really
here
bouncy.
on really both sides of the truck are
your side.
the Ankole cattle. Now, the Ankole cattle is named after the Watusi tribe that once domesticated them. They're one of the 2 domesticated animals here on the reserve. Now, you would think that their horns would be rather heavy, right? But they're actually not. They're a honeycomb-like structure on the inside filled with blood vessels that allows them to circulate blood and release heat. Their horns can grow to be up to 3 to 4 feet in length each, so from tip to tip they can grow to be up to 8 feet long. Coming up over here on the right-hand side, you're going to see a Maasai giraffe. Now, the Maasai giraffe is the tallest animal in the world. They can grow to be up to 20 feet tall. They get their name from the regular spot pattern that they have on their skin. Now, they actually spend most of their time eating, so their tongue is a purplish color. This allows their tongue to not get sunburned since it spends so much time out of the body. A group of 2 or more giraffes is called a tower, and I think I spotted a tower coming up here on the left-hand side. Yeah, there's definitely a tower there on the left. Now, when giraffes are born, they only stand at around 6 feet tall. They can usually run and walk within about 30 minutes to an hour after birth. And when giraffes sleep, they only sleep for about 30 minutes a day. And they normally do it standing up.
What?
That must be nice.
30 minutes a day. That's insane.
up here on the left-hand side, on top of the rock, there's a couple of mandrills. Now, mandrills are the largest monkeys in the world. They can grow to be up to 100 pounds, and the males have a brightly colored face. As they get more excited, the colors on their face will become more vibrant. There is a little baby mandrill there with mom on the left-hand side. This definitely looks like they're playing around right now. Now, I did spot an African elephant off to the right, so I'm going to head around and see if we can get a closer view. And it looks like that road is closed, but we're going to get a pretty good view of the African elephant here on the right-hand side. Now, this elephant does seem to be male. We know that because he's kind of solitary. He's off on his own. Males are solitary, while females and babies will all live together. You can also really see here that hay on his back. Elephants actually do this to use it like a natural sunblock. They'll spray hay, sand, or dirt onto their back. Now, males are often more solitary, so they'll leave their herd at around 15 years old, while females will stay for a little bit longer. They'll stay till about 17 or 18 years of life. When an elephant is pregnant, they're pregnant for around 22 months, which is kind of a long time, so it's really important for us to help with their conservation. One of their main threats out in the wild is loss of habitat. It's because the lands that the elephants live on are being mined for materials that make up cell phones and batteries. So one thing you can really do to help elephants out in the wild is to recycle any old cell phones or batteries that you are no longer using. And once again, friends, just for a friendly reminder, please keep your face coverings on over your nose and mouth through the entire exhibition. Thank you. Coming up over here on the right-hand side, you're going to notice a couple of test marks in the red clay. That's a good sign that other elephants might be near. Elephants will often eat the red clay kind of like a snack. Gives them some vitamins and minerals they might not normally get in their everyday diet.
Interesting. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
Now, we usually have our best luck of spotting elephants off to the left-hand side, so keep your eye out for them. A male elephant can weigh up to around 12,000 pounds, while females will be a little bit smaller at around 7,000 pounds. And elephants can eat up to 300 pounds of food a day. Coming up here on the right-hand side, you're going to notice another baobab tree, but this one looks a little different from the one that we saw on the other side of Savannah. This one kind of has some hole marks in it. That's because the elephants will use the baobab trees as a source of water when the resources are scarce. So what they'll do is they'll puncture a hole into the tree using their tusk. Then they'll use their trunk to siphon water out of the tree. Now, elephants are pretty smart and know when to use this resource. So on the left-hand side there, you'll notice another baobab tree with almost no hole marks in it. That's because they'll just go ahead and take from the watering source that's available to them.
Ducky.
Coming up over here on the left-hand side, you're going to see a couple of the greater flamingo. Now, the greater flamingo is the lightest shade of pink flamingo in the species. They get their coloring from their diet of brine shrimp. Now, they don't actually form that color until about 2 or 3 years of life. So you'll notice in our mixture, there's some smaller gray ones. They are newly hatched, and they'll start to form their color over time. And a group of flamingos is called a flamboyance. Coming up here on the left-hand side, you're going to see one of my favorite animals here on the reserve. It's the Centaur horned oryx. Now, the Centaur horned oryx is mostly found in desert areas. They have that white reflective coat to help them reflect the sunlight. They actually don't start to sweat until their inner body temperature reaches 115 degrees Fahrenheit. And they can go up to around 9 months without having to drink water. Just behind the Centaur horned oryx there, you'll see a couple of mud pits that white rhinos tend to frequent, so definitely keep your eye out for them. Now, the white rhino is going to be substantially larger than the black rhino we might have saw over in the interior forest. They're going to be about 5,000 pounds, and they're often less solitary, so they do live off in herds. Coming up over here on the left-hand side, you'll notice a couple of cheetahs. plateau area there. Now, cheetahs are the fastest land mammals in the world. They can reach speeds up to 70 miles an hour. Now, they can only maintain that high rate of speed for a few hundred yards. When cheetahs run, they use their tail kind of like a rudder, helps them change directions quickly since they're moving at such top speeds. Cheetahs will also often normally hunt during the day. This gives them less competition between them and other big cats. There's another cheetah there on the left-hand side.
See him?
Now, speaking of big cats, up ahead is a kopie, and kopies are where lions tend to live, so definitely keep your eye out for them. Now, a group of lions is called a pride, and you can hear a lion's roar for up to 5 miles away. This helps them communicate while hunting. Females will actually go out and hunt, while the males stay back in order to protect the pride. Coming up over here on the right-hand side, there is a bontebok. Right in front of us are going to be a couple of ostriches. We're going to see what they're going to do here. Now, the bontebok is sitting in the plateau area there. That's a small antelope. It was almost completely extinct in the wild. Up until the 1960s, farmers implemented things like breeding programs in protected lands, and the bontebok now have a healthy number. However, you can really only find them on reserves like today. Now, ostriches are large flightless birds that can reach speeds up to 35 miles an hour. It's rather quick. And looks like they're going to let us hunt some this bird. And it looks like don't see any lions on the kopie just yet. Now, lions do sleep for around 16 to 20 hours a day. And during the day, they have the same eyesight that you and I have, but at night, their eyesight will actually intensify. They can see up to 6 times better at night than they do during the day. So they're often more active at night.
Cool.
Coming up here on the left-hand side, you're going to notice a couple of warthog burrows. Warthogs have tusks to help them burrow into the ground, and then they live in those burrows. They often sleep with their tusks to help ward off predators. And you can really see there, these two warthogs. Warthogs will actually eat on their knees. And it just helps them get closer to the ground, since they don't really have super long necks. Over here on the left-hand side, we're going to get a really close view of the white rhino. We might actually... We might get a little in the road.
Look at that ass.
Now, a group of 2 or more white rhinos is called a crash. This is because they can really only see about 10 feet in front of them. So they'll really rely on other senses in order to make their way around.
Oh my goodness, that's right next to us.
Now, even though they weigh about 5,000 pounds, they can still reach speeds up to 35 miles an hour, which is kind of impressive. And when rhinos run, they gallop, which means at one point all 4 feet are off of the ground. Over on the right-hand side there, you'll notice a couple of ostrich eggs. Now, ostrich eggs are pretty big and rather sturdy. Just to give you a comparison, 1 ostrich egg is equal to about 24 chicken eggs. And the average human can actually stand on an ostrich egg without it cracking. So it's often kind of why you just see them laying out and about like we saw over there. Looks like we're going to be heading out of the savannah and towards the Magadi Glen. This section of our reserve is kind of on the outskirts of the reserve. It's located a little bit closer towards the village. Now it looks like we're going to be passing by a warden's post. And the warden does have a few of the domesticated Nigerian dwarf goats kind of sitting towards the door there. Now these goats are fully grown at just around 2 feet tall. They're pretty popular with farmers in the area since they can eat and digest pretty much any type of plant. Now farmers will have them graze in certain plots of land that they like to grow new crops in. And the goats will provide goat milk and goat cheese to the local village, having them rely less on bush meats. So the goats, the humans, and the farmers kind of all work together. Now I think it's safe to say that we might not see any more animals here on our adventures today, so I'm going to start heading back towards the village of Harambe. And I really hope that you were able to see some of your favorite animals out on our safari. But if you happen to look up on the animal spotting guide and maybe notice an animal or two you didn't get to see, I highly recommend coming back and doing another safari with us sometime soon. Each safari is different because each animal has a different migration and sleeping pattern. So by coming back, you might be able to see the same animal again with a better view, or maybe even an animal that you've never seen before. Now, most of the animals you did get to see today are endangered or their numbers are in decline, so it's really important for us to help with their conservation. Of course, there's a few things you can do in your own home to help with conservation. Things like using reusable shopping bags when you go to the grocery store, using reusable water bottles, and reusable straws. These are just small, everyday changes that can really help the environment as well as animals who live in it. And of course, whenever you can, please reduce, reuse, and recycle.
This is the second time we've seen them today, and I finally was able to get some on camera.
That's so cool.
Okay, so we're going on Flight of Passage again, and then after that we're probably going to head over to Disney Springs. But I wanted to get a quick footage of these little things in the lab that I didn't get a chance to film before. This is not a special effect. This thing is actually three-dimensional, liquid, and forming again right in front of my eyes. It's mad crazy, yo.
There. He's running around the bottom of it. Oh, he stopped moving. There he goes.
Weird.
Alright, I'm not going to post it.
And this thing, of course, is super cool. All right, time to fly.
So high I'm hypnotized. What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through. Times don't fly too high. Be sure to keep the ground in sight. Fly forever if you keep it tight. Love the world but keep the sky on your mind.